Climate change is a subject most people don't like to talk about. For example, politicians, businessmen, and even engineers. Because even though some of the things that we make are amazing, the downfall is an exponential damage to the environment that sometimes we cannot change. However, there is a light at the end of the tunnel. There are people who work on developing and creating alternative ways to create energy. For example, the development and the creation of the wind turbine.
Wikipedia describes climate change as a change in the statistical distribution of weather patterns when that change lasts for an extended period of time. Now, of course, this is inevitable. However, we have found that human activities have also been identified as a significant cause of the recent climate change. Instead of focusing on the problem, many engineers have gone on to look for a solution. These alternatives have not only reduced our impact on the environment, we hope that one day we will be able to rely on them instead of fossil fuels in hopes of a better tomorrow. And as we see today, there are many different alternatives to fossil fuels. The alternative energy method that I'd like to talk to you guys about today is the wind turbine.
Wind turbines are machines that take wind energy and turn it into usable electrical energy. The first wind turbine was made in 1887. However, its close relative, the windmill, has been seen as early as 200 BC in Persia. Throughout the years, in many different cultures, we've seen variations of this windmill, and finally, we've gotten to the product that we see today. A wind turbine is a simple machine. We have wind, which pushes the propellers, which in turn turns a shaft, which is connected to a generator, which outputs electricity. The electricity is then transferred to its final destination. Wind turbines are, of course, not for everyone. You need enough wind to be able to generate power. And on top of that, only 59% of the kinetic energy of wind can be used. Furthermore, turbines are about 80% efficient, going from mechanical to electrical. That being said, the average onshore wind turbine generates around 6,000 kilowatt hours a year. If you're wondering what that means, that's enough to power on average 1,500 American homes. Another advantage to using wind power instead of using fossil fuels is that wind turbines do not create any harmful gases. Also, opposed to some people's beliefs, wind will never run out, so it is a sustainable energy source. And on top of that, it causes a small effect to the land that is being used around it. We can see from the progression from windmills to wind turbines the engineering excellence that has gone on. The first windmill was created by an intelligent person who was able to mechanically create a system to do his bidding. Over the years, different types of engineers have helped out into making what we see today. However, wind turbines are still not at what they should be. They are not used as much as they can be because they just haven't reached the optimal efficiency. So mechanical engineers have to work just as hard as all the other engineers to find small ways to improve it, and little by little, will achieve an amazing result. In conclusion, we have caused a great deal of damage to our environment. Using fossil fuels, we have caused a lot of irreversible damage, and it is our duty to both reduce and eventually diminish all uses of fossil fuels. Our best chance of doing this is to use alternative energy. For example, if we had more wind turbines, we could power our lives with 100% clean energy. If we want to enjoy summer days like this in the future, it's something we have to do.